Hello YouTubers. Today I want to do a video on not necessarily the knife but the blade with the one-handed open. Been watching some videos, comments about why they don't like this. Some of it I think is valid, some of it I just think they're looking for an excuse not to like it. One of the things I hear a lot is it's ugly, even when it's folded. And I, who happen to like the two or one-handed open, yeah, it does look kind of ugly. And the Trekker, I think, looks even worse, but it serves a purpose. The comment I hear is it's slow to open. Well, yes it is. It's not meant to be fast. It's not a tactical knife. And if you want one that opens fast, get an OTF. I have one of those. They open real fast. They close real fast. But that's not why I carry this knife. Excuse me. The main advantage for me is this. It's just easy to open this blade. I don't have to go looking for the thumbnail groove. Boom, it's open. Most of the time, I open it two-handed, close it two-handed. I can open it, I need more practice, like this. This knife has the button, I can close it. I practice that so that if I ever have to do that, I won't be fumbling around. The other comment I hear is it gets in the way. And that I don't understand. It's definitely not in the way there, and your thumb fits right there, which gives me extra control. I like that. The other complaint is excuse me, but I never hold my hand this way to saw. It's awkward. You look at YouTube videos and most of the people are sawing similar to this, which puts it out of the way. This doesn't give you much control, and it's awkward. This saw, turn over, different positions. It's the way you hold this when you saw with it. I use my saw a lot for my other Swiss Army knife. This one I just got, but I will be using this a lot. Then they say it gets in the way of other tools. And I've seen a video where a guy put the blade out and he said, that hurts. Well, just holding it like this is going to hurt. And he had a clip on his knife, so that's even worse. Again, this is how you're going to use this tool to open bottles. You're not going to be doing this. It's the same way with this. It's just, if anything, this is the one where it gets in the way and it doesn't hurt. There's light touch. I don't know what they're talking about. So it doesn't get in the way of the tools. Now I can see why a lot of people don't like that blade, which is fine. If you don't like it, just don't buy it. You put out a video that says X amount of ways that the one or two-handed is better than the one-handed, fine. I mean, it's just personal choice. This is, beyond any shadow of a doubt, better than any two-handed open blade for me. But that only applies to me. That's why I like it, because it's easy open. If you don't like it, fine. You don't have, there's no justification you have to have. Just the fact that, yeah, it just kind of look weird. But I don't care about that. The same thing goes with, I see people with wood grips. I don't like wood grips, never have, on a knife like this. There's nothing wrong with wood grips. They're fine. I just don't like them. I prefer this type of grip. I even like the red better than I do the green. But that's just me. There's nothing good or bad about that. Nothing good or bad about wood. It's just my personal preference. And there's nothing wrong with wood grips. I just don't like them. Doesn't matter. That's my choice. Like I said, I'm using this knife more and more. This is not a problem. If anything else, the time I do grip a knife like this is when I'm using this blade, and I like having that little stop. It seems to give me more control. Now, some people are going to disagree, and that's fine. Ultimately, it's however you use a knife. I've known people that will grab their knife like this doing fine work. I don't like doing that. It's awkward for me. There's nothing wrong with it, as long as you can do it and do it safely. 98% of the time, I'm using two hands. I just like the ease of opening with this little grip here, and even closing. But basically, get the knife you want. Get the configuration you want. Don't worry about what anyone else says about it. I did not have an opportunity to actually feel this knife before I bought it. Kind of bought it blind. Did a lot of YouTube research. It actually is better than what I thought it was going to be in my hand. I'm not a big carrier of pocket knives. The one I've carried the most is a OTF. But I've been carrying this. A lot of people don't like it because of the weight and the length. Now, I have a tendency to carry quite a bit in my pocket. I have two separate keychains in my front pocket. The other pocket I have a phone, a wallet, and now this. So it doesn't bother me, but I can see where for some people this is going to be a bit much in their pocket, which is fine. I understand that. I was looking at the Hercules or even the Trekker. But with me, the deciding factor was this. My other Swiss Army knife, a Cybertech, I use that saw blade quite a bit. And I always kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Now I have a longer saw blade. This is just a blade that it surprised me how much I was using this. To even, I mean, I've cut 2x4s with my little saw. It's a pain, but I've done it because I didn't want to go back into the shop and get a regular handsaw. It just makes it a lot easier. And I've just found other uses for it in the shop, and that's why I went with the longer one. My situation is I don't mind having this in my pocket. I don't mind the weight. I don't mind the size. And I really like the bigger blade than what I've been used to in the Swiss Army knives. This rounds out what I need. My other Swiss Army knife, which I'm going to do a video on, I've got it in a double pouch that they don't make anymore, I believe. I haven't been able to find it. I'll do a video on that. And I really like it because I carry quite a bit of extra stuff in the pouch. And this is just a bigger blade, which I like. A bigger saw blade, which I really like. And it's just real useful. But I would recommend this knife. I would also recommend that you look at one of the Trekker or the Hercules or whatever it is. It really depends on, I don't need to do that, what you're looking for in a knife, what you're willing to carry in your pocket, if you can put up with the extra length and weight. The Trekker and the other knives I looked at are really good knives. Don't get me wrong. I come real close to getting one of those. I just needed the extra length for what I use it for on the blade and the saw. And I don't mind the extra length or the weight, which in the videos I looked at, a lot of people did, and I can see that to be a problem for a lot of people. I just happen to carry a lot of stuff in my pockets. My family always comments about all the crap I have in my pockets, so this is nothing for me. But anyway, thanks for listening, and if you're looking at a knife with a one-handed open, this may not be the problem you think it is. A lot of it's got to do with your grip and how you actually use the tools. And from using saw blades a lot on the Swiss Army knives, that is not a grip I have ever used. Even if I'm cutting something like right here, I don't use that. I'll switch over. It just gives you so much more flexibility, and that is not in the way. I was looking to see if they had a belt clip for this, and I decided even if they had one, which I don't think they do, I wouldn't, because the way I hold a knife, that thing is going to be in the way all the time. It just wouldn't be worth it for me. But anyway, thanks for listening. Hope this was helpful, and thank you.